Hello and welcome to Detroit Comics Party, episode 52. We're here with Brian Fox from vegandogfood.com. Welcome, Brian.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
How are you feeling today?
Ooh, first time in Detroit. Got dragged all over the place with you guys. First time in a bike in 2 years. Not great.
Not great. Very damaged.
Mm-hmm.
You have like 3 hit points left.
Good D&D reference, yeah. I also dragged you guys to a miniature store, so that's cool. Thank you for obliging that.
Yeah, did you find the right tiny leaden man?
Yeah. Are we cursing? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I fucked up. I really did. I'm running a middle school campaign for D&D kids, and it's really cool. It was a little community center, but I messed up. I got the kid the wrong thing. I got him a female tiefling. He was really upset about it because 12-year-olds are the coolest D&D players. They take the shit really seriously. They try to make DBZ dudes.
Yeah.
If you play with an adult, they're like, I am making Freya the high elf, but kids are so cool. They're like, I'm making Maverick. He's a dragon, and or Zero.
He's a dragon and a Bulbasaur.
yeah, it's sweet. It's only play with kids if you do.
That's cool. So did you? I don't know if you want to talk about this the whole time, but how long have you been playing D&D for?
2 weeks. Yeah, it's cool. But since forever ago, I was 12 when I started, so I'm kind of attached to it. It was cool because I got to rock this 40-year-old's dude world. He played a vampire, and I was 12, and I killed his vampire that he had for 5 years, and he fucking cried. It was the coolest thing I ever did, and I capped that at 12. So just trying to relive the magic, every D&D player.
That's cool. Is there a specific thing that you desire to teach children about through the use of this game?
Yeah, I'm totally trying to radicalize them. It's great. I wanted to make so this is the DSA middle school caucus basically. These are little socialists in the making. So this is my way to the children.
So you're like Brianus, the high communist druid.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So we met a couple years ago, I think,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
and
some
you
comics thing.
Graciously let us stay
I'm
in
not
your
a comics
home.
guy.
Huh?
I'm not a comics guy, but it was at a comics thing.
Yeah, that's okay. We're not a comic guy, yeah. But yeah, so we know you through Nate
Dogg.
Mr. Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
And you are the proprietor of a wonderful website.
That's totally not in service right now. I got broke.
Shut down?
Yeah. No, that's cool. No one shut us down yet. We don't have enough following for that. Someday. It's sweet. I do get a lot of email from people that think I'm an actual vegan dog food website, which is sweet. People want to pay me to get advertisements for their shitty dog food.
Yeah.
And it's I could have been making money doing this, but instead I just write commie shit that no one reads. So
I read it. It's good. I like it.
Could you monetize it? Could you reach back to those advertising offers and then surround your writing with ads for vegan dog food?
Yeah, for the low price of being the literal devil, I could do that. Yeah.
Doesn't it feel less sell-out-y if it's funny?
If I'm making fun of them, yeah, I guess, yeah. No, I probably won't do that.
Oh, that's all I was going to talk about. How we can make the actual dog food. I feel like people, I have a cat that loves eating, this is really good TV. I have a cat that loves eating vegetables and stuff, and my constant fear is that people will think that I'm the type of person who made the cat eat vegetables and killed it, vegan soy milk parents who killed their child.
Where's PETA on that? The vegan is not for animals. PETA should get up in arms about that. They don't.
They don't. Mm-mm. They're not trying to save mice.
They were trying to save everything at the expense of potentially of human life.
That's cool though.
I don't know.
Yeah, what's up with that? That's a phenomenon. It's hurt people just totally get the backs of animals, but as soon as there's a headline the other day, it was homeless man who took care of 50 cats dies and his cats are running wild, and everyone's oh, what about the cats? What about this homeless dude who died?
Man,
give him $5. He could have, whatever. I don't know. It's fucked up mentality.
You were telling a story earlier about the bougiest thing you've ever seen. Do you remember?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah. I don't remember exactly what. I'm encountering a lot of bougie shit right now. I live in this place that's like on the cusp of gentrification. We just got our second wood-fired pizza shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, almost.
Nice.
Basically there. I'm probably into helping things. I don't know.
I thought you said that you had experienced like some rich lady buying a homeless man a $6 bottle of kombucha.
Oh, that wasn't me, but that's insane. That's
We've
insane,
just been
though.
cackling for like 18 hours, so I can't think straight.
Yeah. No, dude, I have like this crazy Joker smile, and like I'm sunburnt. And this is the longest my hair's ever been, and like longest my beard's ever. I look like Shaggy, but like the heroin subtext is actually real now. It's just terrible.
You need that dog to help you. So, have you been writing and doing website-y content creation for a long time?
Yeah, I got started at this little e-commerce biz that didn't know what the hell they were doing, which was sweet because I got to bamboozle them.
Yeah.
Got to let me do their blog biz and fuck it up for a while. And that's how I learned how to at least make a website. I took that as soon as I left there, as soon as they went bankrupt. And I've been doing that ever since, yeah. But
Do you
for
do all
fun
the
now.
like coding stuff too? Like, did
Badly.
you build the website
Badly,
by
yeah.
yourself? Yeah, that's how I do it too.
It's guess and check.
Guess and check. I feel like you are probably the more advanced coding person that I know.
I was, but like I was the shit in 2004. You know, I was the best guy in 2004.
They called you Dreamweaver Burridge.
Dreamweaver, yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, I never would touch Dreamweaver. I've never touched Dreamweaver. But being the shit in 2004 means I know nothing now. And that we're like in there trying to write our website on, what is that stupid shit that or the website's
Like
based
Bootstrap
on?
or something. I don't know.
WordPress, but it's
yeah.
with Divi.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's cumbersome because I lost the missing time.
Learning in 2004, though, that's like, was it MySpace? 'Cause I feel like that's how everyone learned how to code. It was like Web 1.0 MySpace shit, where they had like all the aggressively pointless peripherals. To, like they had the cat, and then they had the mouse, the mouse, and then the cat. The cat was like this thing that let you search better online. It was like pre-Amazon days.
Oh, it was like, yeah, you could get it for free at Radio Shack.
Yeah,
It was like a
Radio
barcode
Shack.
scanner.
Oh,
yeah. That's why Radio
Did
Shack's
anyone
out of
actually
business
ever
now.
use that thing?
I had one because it was an extra credit assignment in the technology class in like high school.
Shit goes all the way to the top.
They were-
Someone's
right.
yeah.
Somebody was paying the school
For
to
sure.
be like, it's your special extra credit assignment to make those kids go to the Radio Shack to get the cat for free.
Radio Shack gambled it all.
Oh, yeah.
But then you'd get the catalog, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh.
you'd scan the barcodes and it would take you to the website of the
That
product.
seems like a much better method than we have now. Because then we could just be selling catalogs of great websites.
Could we figure out how the cat worked? You can still get now like boxes of dead stock cats for next to nothing.
Oh yeah.
So we would publish different volumes of catalogs of websites.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd each come packaged with a cat. Otherwise, you couldn't use the catalog.
Well, no, that'll totally make a resurgence. It's up to you guys to do that because like assholes are still buying tape recorders. So yeah, you can make sure that happens.
I just don't. I don't think of anyone going like, "Oh man, I really just miss those cat days when we were scanning barcodes to get to a website."
I don't know.
I always wanted to use it. I was saying a minute ago though, I think I had a breach in my time of having internet where it was like BBS and CompuServe and then skipped over AOL until we had internet again, and then it was like, wow, what happened? We're not using that cat no more? What's happened?
I don't know. I don't think the cat ever caught on. It wasn't even a little
even for a day,
niche
no.
thing. Did you have that, or
I
did you
didn't
just
know.
know of
I
that?
just saw it. Yeah, I saw a person use it.
I
and-
can totally picture it.
It's shaped like a cat.
It's
It was
shaped like a cat
skull
with
thing.
a red
laser mouth. Yeah.
Laser mouth.
That's how stupid tech people used to think you are, and they still like do shit like that, like Juicero or whatever. They're always trying to grift you, but they used to not have to try so hard back in the day.
Because nobody knew anything about it at all.
This is the most I've ever felt like Space Ghost.
We have a similar production.
Are you
values
Space
here.
Ghost or all the
I think you
guests
guys are
on
Space.
Space
I
Ghost?
don't know. Yeah, we're all Space Ghost.
I always thought of myself as kind of a Brack character.
We all
I
do.
always hoped.
We
I
all
hoped
wished
for
Yeah.
Zorak. Hoped and hoped. We used to sing along to that CD in the car.
Nice. Family fun.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about, like, anytime I am directed to a website, I kind of wish it was on paper instead.
Yeah.
As a web
Mhm.
writer, do you have books or paper products?
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't. At some point, I want to get a podcast going. That's about it. I only know digital. Print is scary to me. I feel like it's been around for forever, but they've made zero advances.
Right, yeah.
It is still so frustrating and compounding to use a printer, and I try to avoid that shit.
You're in the right place.
Yeah. But I get really indignant about it. This is like my most, I guess, millennial shit is if someone tells me to fax a thing, I'm like, what you want me to, like, fly it over in a hot air balloon to you, or
Do you want it in cuneiform or like
Yeah.
hieroglyphs?
No. But I do like comics. I grew up on comics. I like going to all the comics parties. I met you guys through comics parties.
Yeah.
Nate, that dude, he's a dude. It's good stuff, but I don't draw, and I know web stuff. I'm trying to make that decay money. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, when you started it out and you have a fresh website and, like, you want people to view it and look at it, how do you do it? Because I always feel like I don't know how to get people to look at a website.
I don't know. You need just graphics, and it sucks because even though Facebook should have gone out of business, like, yesterday and, like, last week and a month ago, and as soon as they decided to let people log in through Facebook, that should have been the first sign that, like, maybe making this website that's the figurative embodiment of Dante's Hell is a bad idea. Like, just don't. But we still have it, so you have to make all of your shit Facebook friendly. You have to make sure that it can show up, and you're not gonna, like, cut off the header image and just stuff like that. It sucks that we get most of our traffic through Facebook, but we do. I don't know how to do Twitter. It's bad.
So that it means, like, you're utterly beholden to the, like, Facebook standards of image sizing and stuff like that.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, I don't like Facebook either.
Oh, no, it's
Sorry.
bad.
You catch us on Facebook Live.
Right. That just made me kind of sad now.
What about Facebook?
About Facebook, and is there a web, like, I remember the great days of, like, finding, like, dialing up to find, like, a hack-ass GeoCities website
Yeah.
that spoke to my exact interest, where I feel like, and then you knew, because it was the young era of that thing, you knew it was just another person on the other side who had made all the content and done all the designs and laid it all out.
Yeah.
And that's why it looked fucked up. And but he was talking about whatever, the weird Star Wars toy with the brown vest instead of the black one. And but now it's like you can find content that's, like, similar to your interests. But except for in rare circumstances, it's generated by what seems like a big content farm that has employees and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
George
the one
Takei
person
cracking the
who's
whip and making those interns just
right.
fucking look up some Redditor's fan theory about Westworld or something
look
like
up
that.
funny panda bear videos.
But that's, I mean, I love George Takei, I think, but maybe I just love the creation of a marketing
Yeah.
company. Does that ring true? Is that, like, authentic content? That's what we see of George Takei? I don't want to make him the example because I think he's cool.
Oh, I don't know. He's just, like, the biggest example and very easy to make fun of for being that. I'm not a fan, but yeah, it's cool. He's very, very family friendly. A lot of puns, which puns can be cool, but not the K puns.
So are you saying, like, you miss the days of, like, going to a website and almost being assured that it was made by someone who was obsessed with the subject matter instead of like, here's a million things that tangentially relate via one keyword out of like 30.
Because everything's aggregated horribly now.
Yeah,
I think it is really horribly.
But I was looking at. I don't want to talk about hating my job, but I hate my job. So I was looking up like how to quit your job. You know, this is like a good Google. Like this is rich with like targeted ads. This is a big market for ad distribution. But like how to quit your job with like, you know, and then so there's a bunch of articles and they're like, first you got to get 6 months of money figured out, and then you quit your job. And
then
it's like,
buy this book on flipping houses.
Right, yeah. But
6
every
months
article,
of money.
like halfway through the article, then they're trying to sell you a ebook about how to be an entrepreneur.
Oh man,
yeah.
Which, you know, but I want to see an article that I'm 100% sure is another person who's just fed up and angry, and they're speaking directly to me, and we're having a similar experience or feeling, instead of a guy who's a professional writer and he never quit his job because his job is to write this trash for a company who serves ads in the form of blog posts.
Yeah, if there was a dude who made like a 98 site like you're talking about, that just like if you come across any of those, and they always look terrible and they take forever to load because they're all full of animation and sound effects.
Right.
But whatever's written there is gospel.
Yeah.
Because no one paid them to do that shit. It's just great. It's impossible to read. But I kind of want web pages to be like that. Like, yeah, like you said, it's like the bootstrap format right now for web pages. It's universal, and it's like walking into one of those stores with like the chalkboards and like the shits behind the glass and like industrial reclaimed wood. That's like the yuppie version of those stores is the website, the modern day website right now.
Yeah, we were just talking about like there's like automatically generated like fake boutique store websites that are just everywhere. Where it's like they come up with a fancy, you know, Southwestern sounding name for this like shitty $2 Amazon watch, and then they just drop ship it from Alibaba or Amazon or whatever, and it's like that's every commerce website that's making money, right?
And then you're not selling the product that you love or you know or that you made.
Not even close. You never even touched it.
Right. All you're doing is marketing a website that exists.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. This is just us being cynical about the internet.
Yeah, the internet's terrible. It just really sucks. Yeah.
It sucks now.
Not a fan.
But sorry, go on.
No, I mean, like I haven't got this website, but for me, it's like never gonna make money from it. If anything, it's like friends can put their stuff on here instead of putting out like a 500-word Facebook post that is going to be immediately eclipsed by someone's picture of their dog.
Yeah.
Put this stuff out there. At least it's permanent. That way, we can always, it'll have like a URL you can access. That's all it is. I mean, any alternative to Facebook's a good one.
I like how even on Facebook it's like very clearly prioritizing like very short posts, because it's if you choose to write this like really long detailed post that you've put thought into, it's like they shorten it to like this much space with like a read more on it. But if you write something that's one sentence long, it's like, did you want to add sparkles and shit to make this actually come out bigger than the thing where somebody wrote like like 10 pages about something?
On that
Yeah, it's like they
looks
totally made that like the preferable option.
What's a little clippy? Like, it looks like you're about to write a 500-word post about how the grocery store kid didn't call you sir. Do you want to just write a sentence instead? Maybe link a picture.
God, this conversation could be endless.
Yeah.
I feel so many emotions about it.
I feel just oldness, emotion.
Well, let's talk about happy stuff. I don't know. It's cool.
What are you happy about?
Yeah,
what is there to
you
be
talk
happy
about happy stuff.
I met a cool dude. He gave me like a bunch of beer. His name's Jeff. You guys should do a show with him.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, it's cool. He is a regular Renaissance man. I think he's watching right now. Like ice sculptor, like fisherman. He let me hold his harpoon gun. That's been a dream of mine.
Yeah, he wanted to let you hold his harpoon gun all the way back to my house and then use the harpoon gun in my waters. I didn't want that to happen. He did let you guys try on like wetsuits at his house that were like very tiny.
I worked it.
I should have put that picture in here. There's a good picture of the two of them standing in Jeff's living room with the harpoon gun in wetsuits.
We'll get that on a t-shirt. I'd wear that shirt.
Oh, man.
That's the Detroit Comics party shirt for this year.
Yeah.
This is the theme, like nautical theme for next year.
Harpoon gun is the coolest weapon, though. Like, it's even the most vehement anti-gun is like a harpoon gun is kind of cool. It's
kind of cool. I mean, we can't ban everything.
Right. Yeah, that's the answer. Everyone just gets a harpoon gun. No other guns, just a harpoon
across
gun.
the board. Is that your new artisanal shop online? Is like the distressed wood? Like what's the name of it? It's like
it's like everything, dude. All the ad words.
Queequegs.
Primitive, distressed, artisanal. Yeah, I don't know. It's
like hammered bronze harpoon gun.
Reclaimed wood. Reclaimed harpoons.
Get out of my store. Man. So what's your merch like?
Nah.
There's no merch?
Merch. I don't know. Nate has drawn some cool stuff. We might make shirts, which would be cool.
I'll get a shirt.
We have an article coming up. So you gentrified your neighborhood. Now what? He drew a really cool. All these fuckboys, they go out there and play kickball in like this used to be just cheap ass neighborhood, and now it's got all these abandoned stores that turned into places with like 17 IPAs on tap. People go out there and play kickball. Just a bunch of white kids fucking around, and we've named them the Franklinton Gentrifiers. That's their kickball team name. So, expect that shirt. It's going to be in purple. It's going to be sweet.
Do they just play against no one?
Yeah,
because
it's
no
just
one
with
except them
themselves,
wants to play.
So we're going to go in that neighborhood, wear that shirt, and piss them off. It's going to be fun.
Are you going to start a rival kickball team just to
Yeah,
fuck with them?
Probably not. No, that would be terrible. We'll just wear that to piss them off and give them out to people. It'll be free. Just as long as you want to piss off some hipsters, this shirt's free.
What's like? I know we've been complaining about this all day, but like, what's your least favorite part about an area that used to be not gentrified that has become that way? Is there like, do you have like a top bougie gentrified thing that you hate about those areas?
Wood-fired pizza sucks. Tex-Mex sucks. Everything that's like using the same ingredients as an existing food, but like way less of it sucks. It's just like Tex-Mex is just as delicious as authentic Mexican, but you're getting half the portion and it's the same price, and that's not cool. No, everyone who buys that into that is really deluding themselves, I think. Wood-fired pizza too.
They should just go get regular pizza.
Yeah.
Do you like wood-fired pizza?
No, I mean, I'm sure there's a good example of it, and we could eat that somewhere on the earth.
Yeah, for sure.
But like,
yeah.
Baker's Pride oven is the way to
make pizza,
produce good pizza.
And I'm from Columbus, and we
That's
have
the
like
way.
this stupid square pizza, which like is an acquired taste too.
Yeah.
But it is taking it to the umpteenth level. It is just this thing that's only tangibly acceptable is it's matzah, man. Like if you've ever like hung out with your Jewish friend, Passover, my family's Jewish, I had matzah. I hated it growing up. All the goy that I hang out with love it because it's like a exotic thing to them, but it's disgusting. It's like this saltless cracker.
You're like, this pizza's giving me fucking matzah memories, and I hate it.
Not cool.
Well, I mean, I'd love to deconstruct all the different like
Pizza
geographic
crusts.
types of pizza, and like there's the Detroit style, which I think is a joke.
Little Caesars, right?
No,
They just
No,
got
it's even
one.
worse.
They just got a Little Caesars.
Yeah,
So there's a line like out the door.
Yeah.
The like not quite Columbus place that I live in Ohio is like this place with an alarming obesity rate, and we should not have been allowed at Little Caesars. There's a line still. It's insane.
Maybe it was a federally mandated wood-fired pizza installation, so the crust would be smaller.
Yeah, the price would be 4 times as much.
Yeah, it's good for everyone.
Right.
Healthy,
I live,
inedible.
I live like 3 blocks from a Little Caesars. So I drive by the Little Caesars on the way home.
Tempted every day.
And I will go into Little Caesars and I will eat the $5 pizza almost to completion by the time I've driven 3 blocks.
Yeah, oh yeah, easily. It's mostly air.
Yeah. Though Little Caesars did change their recipe a little bit, and it became infinitely better.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
At
least
what
the one by
point?
my
Like
house.
recently?
They could have just had like a fuckhead smoking crack rocks in the dough room, and it would just.
I thought that was the business model.
Right. Just accidentally better, but I don't know.
Oh, you mean that's how it came out so good?
Yeah. He was just like didn't know what he was doing, and it was.
It's
he
like
hit
oops,
the
all
magic.
oil.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't know. Do you eat pizza? What type of pizza do you love?
Cheap pizza, just cheap, the cheapest, best pizza I can afford. Which is probably Domino's.
Yeah.
Not good, but
The Domino's, the pizza company that admitted their pizza was bad.
oh, for sure, man. They're like a bakery now because they knew that they couldn't just make pizza. It's great.
Are they?
Yeah, every
What do
time
they have?
we're like, you can buy our pizza, I guess, but we also have all these cinnamon sticks and brownie bites, and like they'll make up food. They'll make up food that didn't exist before.
Like
And-
Domino's pepperoni croissant?
It's all sugary though. It's like they knew that they couldn't just
Sweet
get
ass
away with being.
pepperoni croissant. Oh my god.
Something to that.
There is something to I'm like,
Yeah,
we gotta
actually.
get to an oven, motherfucker.
There's a cooking segment. Or...
There kind of was last
could-
week, but that was
Yeah,
grotesque.
that was bad. You could do the rendered fat. You could do the orange bright fat of a pepperoni instead of the butter in the croissant, and make.
I was gonna say they could
Be a
do
bright
they could
orange.
do the Tanya's grease because
Yeah,
that always
yeah,
had
yeah,
like
yeah.
just even if you don't order pepperonis, it's just exuding this like delicious orange grease. I don't even know
gross.
where it came from. This is good. I like grease. That's it. That's all the time we have. That was a full episode.
Perfect.
Can you believe it either? Brian, thank you so much for coming on the show with us today.
Thank you for making my Detroit stay perfect.
We really appreciate it. And you can come back anytime you want and sleep here and live here.
All right.
And we will see all of you alls next time in about 10 minutes. Good night.